This footage, amazingly, just in the famous Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris is on fire, totally burning. It was under an extreme renovation, and it even caught all the way to the main spire that's up there. Supposedly there are relics that are inside of this, and here we see the spire actually falling itself. It's not just a cathedral for Catholics, but it's a source of pride for all of Paris itself. And we can see here where it's burning deep inside. You can see the scaffolding that's all around it, and they're trying to keep that wetted down while trying to take control of the center part of it. And I don't know if you can really make it out here in the video, but you can see right through here, and this is where a roof would have been, and this is all gutted out also. Now, this happened some 6:30 in the afternoon there, and there were people there at the time, and they were quickly evacuated. There's no reports of anybody being injured at all through any of this. It appears it may have started, get out of the way. It appears that it may have started somehow during the broke out during some of the renovations, and it caught from there. And the scaffolding and things, of course, are made out of wood, and it just started torching from the inside here at a point. They're going to have to do a lot more investigations onto this, but you can see through the stained glass windows now that have all been popped out of this one area, and the saint that stands over looking guard. Let's see if I can pull that down a little better. And that saint there that's looking guard over, and how you can see directly through this part of the building here again. And again, you can see the scaffolding around the entire edifice of the whole place, where they were renovating it and trying to keep up with it. It's a place that was built in the 1100s, and has had a few renovations through time done to it, but one major one that was going on here, trying to protect it for all time. And it seems like that may have really turned on itself now. I'm not sure how much it'll take to recreate this and get it back to the where that it was. That spire really cannot be created now. Some of the relics that were up in the spire itself that we showed earlier are actually known as the crown of thorns, a piece of crown of thorns supposedly from Christ himself. Another one was from a relic that was from Saint Denis, and another is from Saint Guinevere. And these, of course, are famous and really important to Paris itself. Get out of the way. And amazing that this is from another side view here. You can tell this side is basically untouched, but the rest of it is sadly quite touched. Let's go back and see if we can see that spire again. And just to recap here, you can see the fire totally engulfing the rest of that spire and inside of it. And somewhere up into this spire here were the relics. And they were describe it as a dagger to the heart of Catholics, Christianity, and all of France. You can see the top of the building here and the structure and how it had just really gone under here. They pretty much have it under a lot more control than this now. This was earlier, and it seems now they have it under control to a point that it is a smaller, localized fire in like 2 little locations. As we get more on this, I'll try to let somebody know. It's quite devastating. I'm sure the news will keep up with it and such, and they'll estimate the damage worth, but you really can't put something like this in a monetary value. You know, you can try to do it insurance-wise, but mentally and really in its entirety, you can't put it in its own value. There is no value to sacred sites and being ruined, something that we've all embraced over these last few thousand years as history's become important to humanity. And this is quite devastating. Quite devastating. And you think of this building as one of the monarchs of Catholics and Christianity and so on, and again, it was being you know, rebuilt, retouched up. It was famous. I've showed it in a few of my videos here recently of the gargoyles that I did and so on. And or was gargoyles actually was one of the ones that got destroyed. Yeah, it got ruined when my hard drive linked. So I'm going to have to recreate that now. And maybe I'll mention this in the video. It'll be a little bit more up to date at this point, sadly. anyhow, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and we'll keep up with this and a lot of other current events. But mainly the channel here is on ancient elder times and elder events that went on in prehistory and things that people aren't real aware of. But I wish we all weren't aware of this. Peace.